back in it. Howdy do, folks? Your boy Tom Fooly back in here. Whoop, whoop, whoops. Back here with another episode of 7 Days to Die, the Book of Fooly series. Something we hold near and dear here on this channel. How y'all doing? I know it's been a while. I have no idea what this episode's going to consist of. Especially these last two episodes, clips been everywhere. It's been all over the place. But before we get into too much of the nitty gritty, how y'all doing, man? Hope y'all doing good. I'm doing alright. And I do have a lot to show off. Definitely made some improvements to the base. I know it's that way, but I'm just prologuing so I can chit chat. So it could be a grand, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But yeah, I made some improvements to the base in between episodes and moving and everything else that I had going on. And I finally got a working bridge that I wanted. I basically got built me a garage. It's cool, man. Y'all gonna look at it. Y'all be like, look at Todd. Look at him go, man. He be doing his thing. Let me get. Now we got this big, magnificent bridge properly that I can go under now. And then, yeah, now I have a fortified entrance. You see my little shotgun turn right there. And I got me a little garage. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really do nothing else to the heliport. I just let it be what it is. It works, I guess. I'm not gonna say I got better at flying the gyrocopter, but I've gotten better at flying the gyrocopter. But yeah, even if I have to come through on Randy, I got this little hole right here, a womb. He fits through right here. I took that auger and I laid waste to that little shack. And I finally got a working bridge, and I don't have to get out of my car to get out off of my car to just activate the bridge. I got the little motion sensor up there now, and then bam, it knows pop up, it comes down, and it even opens the door for me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I was gonna like cut through my quotation mark helipad and put like a driveway all straight in it here. I still might do that, but I don't have that building itch that I once had. Nope. Boom. All right. I'm gonna turn that off because it's just gonna keep opening and closing, and it's just gonna get on my nerves. But yeah, I gotta be a little, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be a little garage now. You know what I'm saying? I done took everything sort of out of my house, and no, wait, yeah, I brought all my stuff out here, everything, all my materials. Oh god, I gotta go to an iron on. Where's all my iron? I mean, I have been doing a lot of building and stuff, but man, good googly moogly. That's the iron juice. And I also wanted to fortify the front door a little bit. It put this shotgun turret here because I noticed in all of my other episodes, a lot of zombies just come running up and just beating on my door. So why not set up a defense perimeter? And you know, the little grate cheese thing, or hatch cheese, you know what I'm saying? Just to handle business. But yeah, man, beautiful. Gas is okay. I just got to keep an eye on that, but I know how to get gas pretty efficiently. Then we finally come into here. Oh, blood beans in 2 days. Awesome. We made it a little more homey now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I put that. That thing is terrifying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Boom, you know what I'm saying? Renovated my room a little bit now. It's a little more homey because I said, man, why don't I have, like, it's my home. Like, let's make it feel like home. So I did. And I'm...
This is an emergency broadcast. The Radiation Weather Service has issued an immediate evacuation order for the entire Nevezgain area. A Category 5 gamma storm is imminent and will render the region uninhabitable. Reports indicate that the storm's fallout will significantly enhance the abilities and aggression of the undead population. Do not remain inside your homes. Do not seek shelter within the affected zone. Do not wait for assistance or rescue. Evacuate the area immediately. Take only essential items. Do not waste time packing. Your priority must be survival. Follow all evacuation instructions carefully and move to a safe location without delay.
The broadcast ended. A heavy weight settled in my chest, and my jaw tightened, sweat beating at my brow. I'm forced to leave yet another place I once called home, another refuge I painstakingly rebuilt from the ruins. Countless lives have been lost clinging to hope during these relentless storms, wasting precious time gathering supplies, sealing themselves in fallout shelters and bunkers. But these storms are more than natural disasters. The undead, twisted by radiation, mutate into these grotesque nightmares. Empowered by the storm's fury, they leave no trace of survivors. For now, running is my only chance for survival. But exhaustion, it gnaws at me. I grow weary. I grow tired. What if my time is coming to an end? What if I close my eyes and surrender to the darkness? What if my story is far from over? Don't mind the squeaks in the background. That's just mini-me. How y'all doing? Yeah, it's me. I wanted to pop in here during the editing process just to get some stuff off my chest. I felt like it's needed. It's much needed, especially when it comes to this game and to the series. I just wanted to clarify some things. Most importantly, the biggest one being this is the last episode of the Book of Fooly series, my homage to the Book of Eli, one of my favorite movies of all time. Again, really don't have nothing to do with zombie apocalypse, but kind of in the same vein of being an apocalyptic movie, survival type deal, stuff like that. But before I get on my little rant here, how y'all doing? Hope y'all doing good. You know, especially now, because the world, bunch of stuff's going on, chaotic, all this other stuff. It's important for us to check on each other. So, sincerely, how are you guys doing? I'm doing okay. I am. But I just have to get this off my chest. And this being the last episode of a beloved series of mine, done pretty good for this channel in general. And I've enjoyed it, making it, creating it, doing everything. But this update, it's just much deeper than just, oh, it's 2.0 update, I lost everything and have to start over. I mean, as you can see over here, it was my attempt. 3 hours. I put in 3 hours. I was going to chop up and sit here and make it. This episode is going to be a longer one because, like in the beginning, I talked about it. Especially the previous episodes that just dropped, I was talking about bridging the gap between losing that world and starting over, and trying to make it a cohesive story. And I love how it turned out. But as I sat and excuse me, I started recording, it wasn't even losing my old world that was getting to me. I mean, I was already going to be upset. It happened before, way back when, around the time God of War Ragnarok dropped. I got into this game called Traps of Midgard. It was free on the PS Plus Pass, and I was like, oh, let me, refresh in my Norse mythology. I know a little something, but let me get prepared for God of War. And it was a top-down, open world survival game, and it was fun. It was good, but they kind of did the same thing where they had a major update to the game, starting a new season or whatever. And if you played survival mode, you lost your world. But then in that update, they fixed that, and it was just like, it's kind of too late. And I did try to start over. I stopped, and then before I moved this year, I sat down and just was playing it again, because at that time, I was just moving and stuff. Really wasn't active on the channel. I was just doing stuff, and I was like, let me see. And I played it, and I was just like, yeah, no, I don't feel like starting over. I made so much progress to that game. I was dug into it. I was ready to take off on it, and it killed me. It killed me. This one wasn't as bad. Like I said, it's mostly the mechanics, not starting over. I've started over. I put hundreds, weeks, maybe a month or two's worth of hours into the legacy version. Those that may not know, the console version before it was updated to 1.0 was in limbo, because the rights thing, they had to buy it back and all this other kind of stuff that Fun Pimps had to do. The console version was kind of left in the dirt, and the PC version just kept getting the alpha updates, and didn't matter. I still played Alpha 16. I loved it. It was still is that specific version of this game is in my top 5 all-time survival games, because if I'm playing a survival game, that's what it's about, right? Survival, grinded, figuring stuff out. And then came the 1.0 update, and the way that they changed things, and me starting over in the new world. Like, it took me 3 worlds to settle on my last world, this Book of Fooly world, because the first 2 worlds were kind of like trial and error runs, just to kind of get a grip on the game, and I was getting cleaned up left and right, and I was like, eugh. So the 3rd world I settled on ended up being the one I started a series on, like day 60 something, 65, 67, 8, something like that, because I finally understood the game more, got into it. I was like, all right, let's actually give it a try. We can't just keep starting over and over and over. Let's do something. I really want to make this into a series, like I did with the legacy version. It was like literally one of the second games I streamed on my channel. The first one was OG Verdansk, and then shout out to my boys. That's how I met the boys, through the legacy version, and the console heroes and leftovers people still playing that game is how I met them. And seeing what they was doing in their series and stuff, I was like, I'm like almost day 400 in this world. Let's do it. So I literally did 2 overviews, just kind of going over my world and going over the game in general, and then the second one was kind of like more in-depth and more exploring, and then I was like, I'll make it a series. I only did 4 episodes on it. That's just because limited things you can do in that game. There's especially Alpha 16. There's no story, really, no nothing. It's literally just explore and survive. But I loved it because it gave me a true survival experience. Oddly enough, even for it sometimes, not sometimes, look, compared to this game, it looks like crap. Like, boom. And then we finally got that 1.0 update. Like I said, it took me trial and error, but when I finally sat down and kind of understood it, kind of upset some of the things they took out, like the weather system being so important, like being too hot, too cold, how food and drink works, the skill trees and the stupid magazines and stuff, like kind of the same stuff other 7-day content creators just talked about more in depth and detail. I'm not trying to sit here and make this a 50-minute video. I could. I don't want to. I just wanted to kind of jump in here briefly and be like, hey, unfortunately, this is it. And we'll maybe come back around later on. But for now, I can't get down with the 2.0 update. I tried. Again, like I said, it's 3 hours. I even stopped recording and came back a couple days later because I'm like, just don't feel right. And it's not even the part of starting over. It's just the game does not feel the same. I am 100% on board with the people that don't like the badge system. It's my 3 things. I'll just do 3 things. There's numerous things I could say. I'm not trying to make a video that long. Plus, I gotta get up out of here soon because I gotta go downtown, get my money and stuff, and handle a bunch of payday errands and stuff like that. I just want to go over 3 quick things. And number 1, and for me these are in order: DLC. Fun Pips, you out your mother flipping mind? You want to sell me DLC for a game? First off, it's not even done. It's still in beta. It's not a full release of the game. Ain't no story in here. Ain't none of them damn bandits y'all been talking about. You're gonna give us DLC skins? First of all, what is it, like $7.99, $8.99, something like that? You gonna give us that for a game that's not even done, bro? That's like me going to McDonald's and be like, hey, order a chicken sandwich. And y'all just give me the buns and be like, the chicken be done soon. Don't worry. You got a bun though. You can hold on to the bun and the lettuce and mayonnaise. What? That to me is just like a slap in the face. Especially when I learned and found out those skins were just supposed to be in game. Don't get me started, because I'll keep going and I'll be gone. Like I said, I'm kind of on a time constraint here. All right, number 2, which is kind of like 1B. It's like 1A, 1B, and then there's going to be 2. The badge system. I get the idea. I don't mind the storms. They are janky. Like, I will give people that. Talking about that. It is a little bad. But you're taking the point of the game. The point of why I love 7 Days to Die. The legacy version. Especially. You can spawn in anywhere. You just didn't have to start off in the forest biome. You could literally, you'd be in the desert. You'd be I don't think you could start in the wasteland, but it was like the burnt forest, desert, snow biome, forest. And then like the weather system there is like, I was watching some of my legacy version videos the other day. Just out of random, like I'll put up my iPad while I'm cooking or something, and just like nothing good to watch, I'll throw on some of my stuff, bop it. But I was listening to other 7-day creators talk about this, basically feeling the same way, and I just wanted to go back and like look at some of my old gameplay and notice something like simple as that. It would snow in the forest biome. To switch it up, to be like, oh, now you're going to get cold, and now that's going to be a problem. 1 second, she's getting a little too loud. Let me get my dab. But yeah, like even just the weather system changing was like kind of weird. But like now you're telling me it's an open world survival game, encourage exploration, all that kind of stuff. but there's stipulations to it. I can't be the scavenger explorer. I like to be in the open world survival game. I have to do little checklists. I have to, you know what I'm saying, go through little things just to survive, just to have fun, just to enjoy the game and explore. Like, you're taking away the free will of the open, like the mind. It's not open. You can't call it an open world no more. You just call it a survival game. Like, I understand. Like, for instance, some survival games kind of like limit to you for you to be able to do certain things because they don't want you to, like, they want you to not play the game a certain way. But for instance, like Subnautica, there's a store and they built it to where you can explore, you can have fun, you can explore that whole ocean, which Subnautica is my favorite survival game of all time. But there's like a whole story, there's a whole like thing to follow, but you can still do what you want. It's just like a limit. Like, you dive too deep, oh, you're gonna start losing oxygen faster because you don't have like the rebreather, stuff like that. Like, you not give me some magical badge that I can go into the burn biome or the desert or like whatever. Like, and I'm 100% on board with the people, like, instead of making them badges or whatever the case may be, you could have made it like equipment or something like that, or something you could add to your armor, like bird force, get a gas mask, or like sort of like a rebreather, some kind of like oxygen cycle thing, because you know your burn force inhaling smoke and smog and stuff, like, yeah, that'll damage you. But now you have something, you know, that can mitigate all that. You go to the snow biome, you got extra layers you can put in your armor, like insulation. That used to be a thing. You know, something to keep you warm. The desert, you can have like something cooling, or, you know, like something. You get what I'm saying? Even when you get to the wasteland, you get like rad suit, something, not a stupid badge that is mundane challenges you have to do and complete just to go to the next area. Like, we encourage exploration, but only if you play the game how we want you to play it. And it's like, you're taking the free will out of the game and it's running away people. Long story short, number 3 or 2, because like I said, it's like 1A and 1B for me. Give us back the old mechanics. You didn't. I think the storms were fine. I do feel like they was rushed, like people were saying, and I enjoy the idea, but give the storms like a real purpose. Not, oh, you can just hide and like that's it, you know, like they don't do anything else. Like, if I can survive the storm, like I don't get something special, or, you know, like I feel like they just put it in just to put it in because they wanted to get this update out. Like, again, like people were saying. So I just want the old. Give us some of the old stuff back to make it more of a survival game. Don't hold us to biomes and make us progress through them. It would make sense if there was a story, but y'all don't even have a story. There's no, keep giving us these slips of papers that we've been reading for years. There's no bandits. There's no like direction. There's no like secret notes you can find out in the world to like kind of mold out a story. Like, there's just nothing. And then you're taking me, who is like, okay, fine, I'll take it and I'll build my own world out of it until, you know, I get to enjoy you guys' story, and you're taking that from me. Because I can't. Because I have to go through all this nonsense, broken, jittery game to get stuff done. And sadly, I don't want to. Not right now. I don't know if it's going to be permanent or, whatever the case may be. We'll see. Keep your eyes open, eyes peeled, But for now, I have other stuff in mind. I have other games I want to play, other streams I want to do. I'm on vacation. I got 10 days, and honestly, I wanted to sit down and grind out 7 days to die videos, and ultimately, it changed. So, if you've been around, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Again, like I said, I can ramble on, but I can see my time in the background countdown. Let me know down below how you guys feel. If it's going in a good direction, bad direction, it's kind of stalemated. They don't know what they're doing. They need help. They need counseling. Professional, like not personal counseling, like gaming counseling, development counseling, like whatever you want to call it. Let me know down below. Hit the like button if you are passionate about this game as I am, or even enjoyed the Book of Fooly series. Hit the sub button. Come join the family. Come join the gang. Again, I got other stuff in the works and the plans. Do a lot of gaming in these few days I haven't been able to do, and really just want to focus on my channel. But sadly, unfortunately, won't be 7 days to die. Again, I don't know if it's going to be permanent. If they show some promise and good updates and stuff like that, and actually listen to the feedback, I'm down. But for now, shelved Book of Fooly series is closed for now. I appreciate everybody that tuned in, been around, and I'll catch y'all in that next one, man. Oh God, my controller's off. It's awkward.